Hello, Mike. Are you there?
Hi Siri, I'm here. So we can get started now. We are now live.
Uh, wait, make I share my screen. Uh, mhm. People on this thing. I'm not really.
Yeah, they are. We have about 5 persons already. We have more coming in, so we are live. They can hear you.
Persons. Great. Let me share my screen. Give me a minute.
Yeah, you are good to go.
Great. All right. Good afternoon, everybody, and it's great to see everybody here. We we will be starting off this orientation, and before we start, I am going to tell you a little bit about what this program is about. So basically, the program was called the 20 Data Analytics Project. The aim was to actually carry out 20 data analytics project, yes, in a space of a couple of months. But over time, we reviewed the whole concept of the idea, and then we went through rebranding, and we came up with the new name where you have the Analytics Project Pro. So my name is a newborn Serial. You can call me Serial, actually. Everybody calls me Serial. And I am the team lead for the head of data analytics at Octave Incorporations. And I'm also the programs manager for this particular program. And I will be walking you through the concepts of how the program is going to be carried out. So on the call with me, I have Michael Ojo. He is the founder and CEO of Octave Incorporations. So before I go ahead with what I have to say, I'd allow Michael to a little brief of just give us a welcome remark, opening speech as we all do. So Michael, please. Michael, are you there? Uh, Michael, are you there? Okay, so since Michael's not here and we are waiting for Michael to join.
Hello, can you hear me
Okay,
now?
yes, I can hear you. So please just give us a little speech, opening remark, and everything.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. Um, all right. I would love people to kind of see who is talking. So let me just, you know, put. Give me a minute. Let me quickly set this like this. Okay. All right. Hello, guys. Good afternoon. My name is Michael Ojo. I'm the founder and CEO of Octavia Corporations, and this orientation is about our is it quarterly or yearly now? I think it's twice a year program, called formerly called the 20 Data Analytics Projects, and now we've rebranded to um, Analytics Projects Pro. So, why this program really? It is known that as a data analyst, you're supposed to um, work on a lot of projects, right, to become better at what you do. And the sole purpose of a data analyst is to solve problems. So you're not just working on projects just for the fun of it. You're actually solving specific business and real life problems. So, hence this training or this program. It's not a training, it's for people who are already experienced in the use of tools like Microsoft Excel, SQL, or Power BI, Python, because we are kind of a tool agnostic. I'm giving you an advice now that the tool does not matter except your company has a standard for the tools they have to use, or whether it's local, whatever it is. These are basically tools, and it is left for you as an analyst to know how to use these tools to get insights and value from data. And if you do not know how to do this, you are not really valuable for your company. And the sole reason why they are paying you as a data analyst is to profile solutions to their problems. So if you cannot use these tools to profile solutions to their problems, then you've missed it. And that's why we have organized this program for you to work on projects that are more or less real life case studies. So you can see how it is done in the real world. So that when you solve these case study projects, these problems, you would not just build your skills on analytical and data visualization and all, but you're also going to build your problem solving skills, which is very important. And once you do that, you become a better data analyst and you'll be able to provide more solutions to your organization. So I'm going to leave the rest to Cyril to give you a good orientation about the project or the program. And we can't wait to have every one of us on board. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, Michael, for that brief introduction. Sorry. I would have fixed my camera is not that good. I would have turned it on for everyone to see what I look like. But yeah, so Michael has given you a brief introduction. I'll just pick it up from there. So basically, right, like he said, the program is mostly for people who have experience in at least a minimum of 6 months experience with data analytics tools. So that's the essence of the program, because the program is not going to be, it's not the one where you are being taught, you will not be taught, you'll just be given data set with set of instructions, and you will be asked to, carry out those tasks and provide either a dashboard or a report, depending on what the planners and the community have in mind for you as a person. So basically, right, I will give you a brief introduction of what the program is going to be like. So we are going to be using the challenge format for this particular program. So when we say challenge, is that challenge actually refers to the the topic, right? The title of what you're trying to solve. So if the data set comes from, let's say, from uh, let's say the finance or banking, so the challenge title will be either give insight on revenues or give insight on sales. So that's just going to be the format. That's so when we say challenge, you see challenge, it's just going to give you the title of what you're going to do. Then the next one we would be talking about is the domain. So domain meaning that the data set would come from different levels of or different industry levels, you know. So we might be taking it from either the sports industry, the health industry, the tourism, finance. So it can come from any industry. So in as much as we try to provide you with this data set and this industry, we also encourage you to actually get acquainted with the industry standards and maybe probably terminologies and jargons. That's when the data set is given out. You'll be required to try to get conversant with the industry terminologies and jargons just to help you and to aid you with carrying out a particular task. And so the and then we have the difficulty level, right? So the difficulty level there actually means that each of the tasks or challenge you're giving out is going to have a difficulty level ranging from level 1 to 5, 5 being the highest. You know, most of the times we don't get to difficulty level 3.5 or 4, but probably might probably get to that level now. So when you see difficulty level, it's not like it's not to scare you actually. It's not to scare you. It's just to give you a little boost. So you can see difficulty level 2.5, and then when you open the challenge and task and you're about to carry it out, then you see that it's up to par with your capability, right? As someone who has been doing um as far as you've been doing data analysis for a while now, that's how it's going to be like. And then when the challenge also you're going to see something called functions, right? So when we send out the details for your first task, which is going to start tomorrow, you're going to see something called functions. And then the functions there is going to be um, either we want you to find just analytics, revenues, or there's something in that light. What the data set you're given, what's the aim? Is it to just provide insight based on analytics? Is it to improve revenue? So hence that's what the function there, when you see it, that's what the function tries to tell you. So I'm explaining a typical format of each of the challenge that will be given out. And then it comes to duration. So now this is just how long a particular challenge will last for. So we are going to be giving out particularly 4 to 5 tasks, and out of the 4 to 5 tasks, one of the tasks will be in teams, but for 4 of the tasks you'll be doing it individually. So we can give you a task, and then it's supposed to last for 10 days, 4 days, 5 days. So the planners will actually decide how long the task is going to last for. So if I say if you're given a task tomorrow and say the task needs to be completed in 10 days, and then in 10 days we expect to see a result for it, actually, yes. And then after that is the submission. So the emails you've been receiving, there is a submission guideline. We just had to send it out early enough so that accustomed with the everybody gets accustomed with the submission guideline, which is very, 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 very necessary. So one of the important things on the submission guideline is that for every task you carry out, right, a link will be sent out 2 days to to the end of the task, right? And then you just have to open the link and then fill out the details and submit whatever you're supposed to submit. So is either we can tell you either submit a link to the post on LinkedIn, or a link to where your project is being held, either GitHub or maybe a Google Drive or something. Or you tell you, okay, submit a PDF format of the dashboard. So whichever format you're told to submit it during the task, you will be told, and that's how we require everyone to actually make the submission. The most important thing there is that you actually make a post on LinkedIn about the task. So when you make a post on LinkedIn, there is a hashtag. You use the hashtag and then you mention Octave Incorporations, so that we know you actually submitted. You actually submitted the challenge for that particular week or for this particular number of days. So that is the most important thing. You actually have to create a LinkedIn post, because on the submission link you'll be asked to include the link to the post you made on LinkedIn. So if you include that, then we will know you actually submitted the task. So, and then there is something we call the leaderboard. This is a new introduction. We didn't have it in the last 2 times, but we're going to have it now. So as you submit your task, everybody will be graded. So it's like a leaderboard. You know how if you watch, if you're a very big fan of the Olympics and you watch track and field events, and then you watch like 100-meter dash, and then when the race is out, they drop down like a leaderboard, and you see the rank of the person's name, and then you see the rank, you see the person's name, and you see the seconds, how fast the person was. So for this leaderboard, you're going to see the rank, you're going to see the person's name, and you're going to see the points. So we are going to allocate points for each and every task you submit based on our own criteria. So there's a criteria for actually assigning skills and for assigning our points. So we will do that based on our own criteria. And notice that the fact that you did well in the first challenge and you submitted it, you should also have to know that other people can actually do better and go up the leaderboard. So it's just as simple as that. After the first task, leaderboard will be posted for everyone to see. That's just that's how it works. Everyone to see. Then on our LinkedIn channel, that's where we'll post the top three. Post the top three, the top three participants on the leaderboard at the moment. So we are going to do that for after the end of every task. So once the task is submitted, in the space of when the task is submitted and the next task is given out, so between the space of submission and the next task given out, so after like say 2 to 3 days of submission, you would see a leaderboard for all the participants and how they are faring. And then the first 3 people would have their have their faces or faces on LinkedIn, and the post to be written about them. So we have people who will handle that part of it, and then you get to see. So it's the same procedure from the beginning to the end. And then when everybody is fixed into teams, which is just going to be at the end, that will be like the last challenge for everybody. When everybody's fixed into teams, we would actually also have a leaderboard and also note your individual cumulative points might apply, it might not apply. So it depends on how we see it. So it might not apply terms on biases, and then we might say it applies. But so the team leaderboard will be different from the individual leaderboard. And then also note that at the end of each task, as at the end of each task, in as much as you post on LinkedIn, and then submit the link to us and we'll check it out, we also are going to post on LinkedIn and tell people that there's a challenge going on and these are the people participating and this is how they are faring. So that's how the leaderboard is going to be working at the meantime. And then the means of communication. The means of communication for this is going to be the Slack channel. So after this orientation, you would all be invited to join a Slack channel. And on the Slack channel, there you would be by tomorrow. Everything will be processed through there. So you'll see the first task, which is going to be given out tomorrow morning, say by between 7 and 8. Every task will be laid out for you, and you will see you will see how long it will take you to carry it out and what is required of you for performing the task too, from the beginning to the end. So I would encourage you to when the Slack channel link is being sent to your email, I encourage you to join so that you could be ahead and get more information. So it's just for the duration of this program. So after the duration of the program, you can just let the Slack channel go. But for now, that is how the challenge format is going to be going from the beginning to the end. So I think I have said a lot, and I will now entertain one or two questions from people. So feel free to ask your questions now. So if you have any questions, just ask so that you can get an understanding of what of what's going on at the moment. So you could just drop it in the comment section.
Yeah, I already told them that they can put down their questions. So the feedback would go to YouTube later, like about 2 minutes lag or 1 minute. So thank you very much, Cyril. So that's all right. Or are there more slides?
I don't want slides. This is just most of it.
All right, great, great. It's quite beautiful because it's new. It's different from the way we normally do it. We just give them the data, and now you're trying to put in levels and trying to create a kind of culture, structure rather, and the way to have this not competitive per se, but something for someone to do better than another. So like surpassing your limits, right? And that's beautiful. So guys, if you have any questions about the program, so when is it starting again, Cyril?
The way it is right now, the program has already started. The first task will be sent out tomorrow. So everybody who gets the link to the Slack channel, please do yourself a favor by joining the Slack channel because that is where most of the informations will be passed through. You see there are different channels there. There's one for task and there will be one for leaderboard and the rest. So that's just
Okay,
how it
thank you very
works.
much. So I see some people on this orientation has not been added, and that's because they've not because there's a commitment fee for this program, and for you to be here, which means you must have seen the um, email. So we're going to give about to the end of this. Yeah, someone is asking for the link. So you can't be given access to the Slack link until you um, pay the commitment fee. It's just 5,000 naira. And we're not doing this because we need the money. We're doing it because what we've noticed in the past is people who come for, because the very first time we do was free of charge, right? Totally free. And over 500 persons came in, and less than 100 finished with us. And that was very discouraging. So we had said that we are going to um, you know, are going to put in a commitment fee for just 5,000 naira so that that can be a source of motivation for you to start and finish so that the money does not go to waste. All right. So the Slack link will be sent to your email, and if probably you're not registered yet, I'm going to put in the link to the registration now. So ensure you register today, and when we see you, we are going to send you. So send me a message say 4 p.m. today to remind everyone that the first tax will go out tomorrow. And if they are still interested, they can still come into the program. It's better for us to have just 5 persons or 10 persons that will be serious than having 100 that will not be serious, right? So we know that we are making impact on that 5 people, and the 5 persons will become problem solvers in the nation. Do you understand? So I think there is no other questions, and we can come to an end. Is that fine, Cyril?
Yeah, it is fine. That's if there's no other questions, so we can just give it like
Yeah.
till 12:30. If nobody actually asks any question, then cause
Okay.
like two minutes,
I'll
two
put
minutes
in
to 12.
our email address now for maybe those that will watch the recording and would have
Yeah.
questions. They can reach us out. So let me put it there now.
All right. Okay, so if there is okay, so I think there's not much question. So yes, I forgot to mention this too. Let me quickly add this. While you're going through the task, you're giving out, you'll have access to about two or three persons, which you can actually text or reach out to them if they have if you need help. If you need help, you can actually ask them. They could help you, but you try not to misuse the privileges, because if you ask them every time, it looks like you want them to actually do the project for you. So you try to ask them when you're actually stuck and you don't really know what to do again, or do you want them to be sure that if you're actually doing it right. So you have access to them like once or twice, and that's it for me.
Yeah,
So
I also want to add that for those of us that are already in the program and you've seen from the orientation that it's going to be a great journey and you want your colleague to tag along with you, you can let them know. You can even pay for them too. This is something different from any other. This is not a data visualization challenge or report challenge. No, this is a program that is tailored to helping you build real life case studies that can convince your employer that you know what you are doing as a data analyst and you get the job. So if you love someone, your colleague, your friend, if your family member, that you say, oh no, I do not want you to miss this, ensure, because it is going to be a closed group and all the resources are going to be only for those that are in the program. All right. So I think that'll be all, Cyril. Thank you so much for your time. And I'm going
yeah.
to end the broadcast now.
All right. Thank you everybody for showing up.